Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Okay, seems to be working. Everything seems to be working. Good, good, good. I'm not using my webcam this time. Mostly because I don't know why it made me look dark for a while. Um, I might try to use that again tomorrow or today. I don't know if it works. Actually, maybe I should try it. No, you're right. You're right. I should probably try it again. Maybe it's just that time it had that problem. Okay, okay, go for this. As you can see, I have fixed the negative problem too. Like I said, I would. I do want to keep my word on these stuff. So maybe, it works better this time. Okay, maybe I was just doing it, using it wrong. Um, there, shenanigans. Okay, kind of hard. Okay, I'm not sure if it works really well, but it kind of works. Oh well. Um, hmm, well, I need a haircut definitely. Um, maybe that kind of works. Kind of that kind of face off. Okay. Uh, I don't know how that works actually. Uh, maybe going up a little bit. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. It looks bad. I don't know. Okay, so last time, oh, here's something interesting I was doing. So basically, I was playing with Desmos, and I figured out something interesting with the with this thing. So basically, if I have made keep your number and date, what I don't know. If you keep, I'll refresh this, I guess. My Microsoft Whiteboard needs to fix this. Tablet feature is not working really well. Probably should definitely switch to something else. Anyway, so this table I made is done by LaTeX, honestly. I just got sick of typing everything and just went to LaTeX and just typed even more. No, sorry, I got sick of typing it the old-fashioned way, so I just did the LaTeX. It looks better in LaTeX. And then I screenshotted that LaTeX into here to make this table. Very simple code. It's tabular, blah, 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 blah. Bring in a thing, bring in some, what's the word? Packages, and that's it. That's basically it. Unpackage something and you're done. It's not anything difficult. Actually, maybe I should explain this too, actually. All right. So here we have y of x. I was playing around with the Desmos. This is the result of it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe I can show it by okay. What? All right. So if you see this whole thing over here, basically I was playing around with Desmos, and this is what I figured out. So if I make A3 and A1 the same, why I was doing that, I was thinking like, well, my twos and threes and ones look all the same sometimes. So I was like, what would happen if I combine those two A3? So I said A3 is this over here. I was doing a linear fit something, I forget. I was having fun with it and I got a fit, but I was wondering if one of them was the same, what would happen? So I got this over here, we move this down over here, and we move this down over here. Now this apparently, I did a variable change. So basically three and a two, it can be, you know how in Desmos there's like a slider that allows you to just keep on doing this. Maybe it shows keep on going left, then the right, then left to right like that. Um, yeah, I don't like how it doesn't update on the screen while I'm writing here. It kind of defeats the whole entire purpose. I know whiteboard can do it, but then I can't show my textbook, which is the whole point of this thing. So kind of a pain in the ass a little bit. I kind of have to always like draw and up, which is not what I want, but works good enough. I think I need to get the Apple for that feature. Because I believe Apple's the only one that does it. Maybe GoodNotes has it. I don't know. Maybe I should check GoodNotes. I heard it's a good thing. Anyway, basically what I found out was that A1 and A2 in the Desmos, if you do a play by, you can find the angular rate, omega t, by just seeing how fast that goes to 10 or 100, whatever you choose, and how that does it. And basically what happens is that there's like a time change like this. And I'm pretty sure it probably is a solution to a PDE or something, um, just because of the virtue of a time with a space thing. I don't know what kind of PDE would solve this. Would this be a solution to? I have n no clue because it's a weird dumbass situation you have to get to this state. I don't know why you would ever get to that state. Anyways, I was having fun with that in algebra and dumb things that I still think it's pretty cool. I kind of want to figure out the omega t and everything. I was now thinking about it. It could be like a spring like this that could show up, like a spring like this, like a spring that flips for some reason the other direction for no reason, just like this continuously. It could, it could be, that could be the solution to one of them. Um, Unfortunately, I have never heard of a spring like that. Well, I kind of did, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's a more sophisticated way to solve it than what I just uh, lectured. Uh, uh, I think I just made up a word. I was trying to say what I lectured, but I said lectured instead. Anyways, now what I did was basically, now I can come back to here. So basically last time I said that I need a negative number, so this is resolved. So I have also clarified that this is not sufficient enough to make this. Now, I'm thinking of also making this not sufficient enough because I think you need to know the 100, 10,000, like 10,000. Like it doesn't really show you the criteria for the pass. You know, yeah. So I might think of like adding another one on the bottom that shows that. We'll see. Anyway, at this point, you know this figure by now. This pink-headed human, kind of like my you know how there's a stick figure and you use it everywhere. It's kind of like that for my textbook. Basically, whenever you think of a human, and I don't want to use any color, race, or anything non-discriminatory, whatever uh uh textbook I want to make. So I use a pink human with a polygon, like creative, weird shenanigans, random together, um, human. So that's what I did. So this is basically represent the 1 minus 2. So he started at 1. So I guess for my textbook, a teacher might need to explain it every time, but um, a a human starts at 1 and then goes negative goes this direction by 2 meters, and that's what you get. And what I mean by it over here, the numbers over here, I mean that you I need to explain what 100 is, what you know what the digits are, because beyond 100, because I don't think I have done the numbers beyond 100 in this tabular chart basically. So you need to express, well, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, basically you start at 1, you move -2, now you're in -1 according to positional uh ideas. Does that make any sense? Basically, due to position, you're a -1 because of how we chose the reference frame as 0 at the reference frame. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I need to do the same thing with 2D because I dumb actually maybe I don't. And I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. Yeah, I can see my lectures being turned to scramble nuts sooner or later. Okay. And I need to rebuild this. Maybe I can go a little farther, actually. Let me try something. Ooh, yeah, I can go a little bit farther than I thought I could. Okay, that's helpful. That's helpful to know. For future reference, I can go a little farther. Maybe I can go even further. Yeah, I can go a little further. I'm I'm increasing the boundaries of my writing space a little bit. Um, Kind of fun, but not practical, honestly. I will just leave it as is because it really doesn't matter. Anyways, next up will be well, I keep on talking about 11 and 12 continuously here, don't I? I bring back 11 and 12 again, even though they probably know about 11, 12, 13, 14, 13 over here, and 21 over here. Hmm. Okay, well, have fun with that. And I talked about contraction already, multiplication. I need to now reset this because uh, basically what I'm saying is that because of this, there's more space over here that can be used for something else. But I like to have yeah, this kind of yeah. Anyways, if I was to give you something like there are 10 cats in math, I would say equivalently a variable you choose, a common variable is x equal 10 cats. And in pure math, usually x equal 10 is good enough because who cares about units? That's physics. When you attach units, it's physics most of the time. Unless you talk about math class, which has some physics in it, or some units in it because it's conversion and things like that. Um, Anyways, we keep on going. What's important here? Now we're talking about multiplying negative numbers. Now that we have kind of talked about it, I will expand more on negative numbers. Honestly, it's not good enough what I gave out over there. In my opinion, more introduction to negative numbers are needed. I'll probably add one more, a little bit more samples over there. But basically, when you do multiply negative, basically it is not good means it is good, which means it's a positive. If it's not great, it's just one negative, which is negative. And then again, good, positive equals positive, and a null set equals zero. Did I already talk about this? I feel like I talked about this. Exponent is when you do multiply it multiple times, and then the reverse of that is the root or the square root. I should say it's called a root because a square root is only for the power of two, and there's a cube root for cube. Yeah, so far. There's simplification over here. Is there any? Okay, so this is the rule of order. So basically, in math, we have order where parentheses goes first. So if I have x plus 5, 5 equal 10, we know that the parentheses will go first. So um, 5x plus 25 might be a logical way to solve it. As you know that you can do 5x equal 10 minus 25, which equals minus 15, equal x5, which is x equal negative 3. Now that's one way to solve it. That is, I just chose random numbers and but that's not the best way to solve it, because you can divide both sides by 5 because this barrier over here protects anything inside of it. What that means is that you can basically say x plus 5 equals a new variable, and a5 equal 10, and then a equal 2, and then you can say a equal x plus 5, so 5, equal to x equal negative 3. Getting the same answer again. Multiple ways to solve it. Another way you could say it is divide both sides by 5. Another way to look at it, just divide by 5, divide by 5. 2 equal x plus 5, and then x equal minus 3. Either way, all the way you do it, any way you do it, you get minus 3 for that question. For that question I just made up in like 5 seconds. Um, so next, I think we're gonna do something more in the textbook because I made this textbook, and if I don't use it, it's kind of worthless. Um, who else gonna use it? It's not me. Anyway, let's say A equal cats. Okay. A equal cats. Okay. And for some reason, number of cats. Number of cats. For some reason, I have written a ridiculous equation for it. Um, uh, let's make a story for this because for now, it makes sense that I want a story for it. Let's just say something like, well, um, by, by, huh. This sounds so ridiculous. I can't think of something. Oh, well, by experimental data, by observation, we figured out is something like x plus 2x equal the function of the cat spawn rate in this area. So why would I put x plus? You just write 3x then. Why did I? Why did I? Okay, fine. Um, let's just say like there's two guys that one guy person human one, let's make a story up. um Human one is looking at this area and figure out the relationship of x as time, as you know, you go, what is in this, in a, as you go with time. Okay, and then the time is in milliseconds, in full days, I guess. I don't know. And then human 2 found in a different region, the amount of cats decreased by 2x or something. Okay. And then this function combines both of their area to x plus 2x. Oh my God. As the rate. And then at a certain point in time, let's just say a point in time, at a certain point in time, or point is, okay, so this is, okay, fine. It change all A's into T's and then change all. Okay, so number of cats at a point in time. At a point in time. I had to do that. Okay, so at a point in time, I had to change it to that. Obviously, it wouldn't work without. So. Making up a story now, a ridiculous story, but it's a story nonetheless. My story, that I made up for like 5 minutes. Okay, so you have 3x as our function afterwards, and then at a point in time, we want, so actually we need to change this not to spatial units, but into time units because we are generating time. So at t equals t, so this is my story now. And a scientist, no, observer observed that in a particular region with time, is linear with time. So in 30 days, per, I don't know, per 30 days you have one cat being born here, one new cat, and uh, and then the rate of omega is by 30 days. So then it's a linear relationship. Therefore, you have it's a ridiculous idea. T. And then over here, in the same 30 days, in the second region, another human observed that there's two cats born in that region. So this is twice as that, and that's how I get relationship of 3t if you do a total sweep of this area. Then there's a group of people that are looking at this area and then measuring the amount of cats at that time period, and they get two. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This thing, and we get this thing by two people because of the parentheses. To simplify it, they so basically, all right. There's two people that got two of that, and there's four people that got four. Okay, so there's two people. Okay, there's two people, and one deserved four, one deserved eight, I guess. But why would I make a parentheses? All right, that makes no sense. Okay, there's two sets of people. There's four people, and then there's one. The first two sets found two each, and the other two sets found four each. This is such a convoluted question. And then the other one over here, what am I supposed to say with that one? Equals one. The other person is a big ass troll. There. No, that doesn't make sense. Um, well, actually, that's equals two, actually. So what happened was, Mirage happened, and they accidentally saw 2 by 2 by 4, and then it got and then they realized a Mirage, so they divided by two to get the actual number, and that's what happened. Okay, now I made a plausible story that is completely ridiculous, but it can work with what we're going with. Uh, Completely made up story, but it is a story nonetheless. What am I doing? I need to remake that question. Honestly, it would be easier for me to just delete that question and remake it at this point and make it make sense, with the regular logic. Not, I mean, it does make sense logically in math, anyways. But, that could work because of this Mirage effect. The last kids in Mirage, it makes sense the fraction because they weren't able to get an accurate answer because, somehow there's mirrors in that field for some reason. Uh, no reason, no idea why. So at a equal t, when time is that, we get this function. Um, what the hell am I doing? 3t equal 2 6 parentheses plus 2 times 2 parentheses by 2. So you can cancel out. That's just 2 plus 8 equal 3t. Uh, did I just count full? Yeah, that's 12. So that's 14 divided by 3 cats. And then the at a at a at a and the reason why is because of the dumbness of the Mirage Mirror thing. Now, let's see if I can actually get an equation out of that shenanigans I said. Um, because clearly my skills are of making bullshit up is interesting. So the actual function would have been, well, because of this is t plus 2t equal the function of cats and with time. Basically, that would be the actual number by the real good observers, okay? Um, Relationship observers, okay? And then this portion over here was by children, I guess, or some, not children, sorry. Um, by random guests that are that do not uh, sequence the how they mate or something, how the cats mate. So instead, we get some relationship where there was four guests, and they counted four regions for some reason, and one mirror region. Okay. Oh, maybe it could be something like this is well, actually, this would make sense if it's 212. Maybe this over here is the effect of one cat going to another area and then another area going to another area, because it gets all made up anyway, so we can just make that up anyways. Whatever. Yeah, yes, just say that. Let's say that. Let's say that. So if I were to say that as a word question and make a question up as I go, I can make this way better if I, yeah. Anyways. So then it would be well, it's 4 plus 6, right? 4 plus 6, right? If I put this like this, and then I can relate that with, can I relate that with this? It is, don't think it's possible because it's 2 plus 3, um, 8 equal x plus 2t works, but it doesn't quite work out that this is a good relationship. So maybe actually no, that I said this is another kid, right? So you can't say that actually. So instead, maybe the at point uh A equal T, this is what we found. But then what can I actually how do I reverse engineer any equation out of this bullshit? You can't. Uh, that's what I'm thinking here. Maybe. Oh wait. I got I did I? Oh yeah, maybe I could just say a. Maybe I could just say that there's a equal 4, which is t equal 4, and this portion over here is all the cats moving along to different sections of them checking. What the hell was that made up situation? I don't know what I was thinking. Um, Anyways, I definitely can make that into like a story now. Um, if any person actually cared. Um, so there's a story that could work, and I could say the relationship over here. I can move this over here, so 4 over here instead, and I can say a plus 2a, and uh, and then we can say something like a divided by 2 over here was function. No, a divided no, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it will be, but you can get what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to make a story that could work if you were trying to reverse engineer this question somehow and you were trying to get a what the hell is going on from this random event. Uh, okay. Uh, Kind of pointless for me to do it, but here you go. A pointless idea I had. Anyway, long multiplication is next. Oh God. Eh, uh, I don't like how I explained it. Well, let me give you a trick. If you, oh wait, if you get this, then a square and b square is true. So if you're given something like a 5, I was taught by this by a professor for some reason. And then if you're given this by this, it's 2 multiplication here, so you could just say 25 multiplied by 10 by 6 because of how you just, this is just equal to that. Kind of a fun thing I learned. Why did I want to share it? Because it's funny. It's fun. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tired. It's like, it's like 1 o'clock now. Um, Now let me explain how to do multiplication real quick. Uh, well. Actually, I think I explained it pretty well here. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, yeah, this is the fun part. Oh, yeah, I love this one. This diagram is such a weird diagram I made. Kind of makes sense, I think, with the new math bullshit. Uh, yeah, it's the same math, honestly, but just showing you that if I have two numbers like this and you multiply, you can get a third number like this easily. And then if I were to do first and second like this, and you divide it, first and the second like that, you get 1. Right, you get 1. So basically, what's happening is the order matters. Yes. And if you did instead first division by second division, you get 2 instead out or something like that. And okay, I don't think this was a good question, a good diagram, but it does explain what the hell's going on with division. Oh yeah. And then this is pretty cool for calculus. That's actually pretty needed. The other ones were just basics and it's just getting bored. my mind just explaining that shenanigans. Zero divided by five, and this is why the zero is very important. The Indians have made it. Indians, it was made by Indians. Um, Now this is very powerful because I think calculus would not exist without this one thing, because like pretty much is what calculus relies on, so going to basically making everything going to zero, basically. Not actually going to zero, but it's like limit goes to infinity or limit goes to zero or something like that bullshit that makes anything possible in calculus. Yeah, a derivative is just getting the slope to near zero, right? So yeah. So actually, I'm gonna stop here, but it's getting late. But yeah, you get the point. I think I'll stop here.